Genocide is more than just killing people. It is not only killing people, it is also causing serious physical or mental harm to members of the group that are intended to destroy the group, such as driving them out, not letting them have food or water or a lot of other basics, preventing births within the group. Those are all acts of genocide besides killing. We see all of these things already happening. These types of killings, for instance, that have been going on in Kashmir have in fact already been genocidal in nature. The first is classification. Now in the case of Assam, the classification is the Indian citizenry, including mostly Hindus in Assam, but also other religions, and then the Bengali Muslims. The second stage is symbolization, in which certain symbols are attached to these different groups. Probably the most relevant one here in India is the symbolization on temples. For instance, the mosque that was torn down and is now being rebuilt as a Hindu temple again for the god Ram is a mark of symbolization. And these are important in development of what you could call the cultural underpinnings for genocide. The third stage is discrimination. In the case of India, it is very clear now that the people who are being discriminated against, especially in Assam and Kashmir, are Muslims. Literally start calling the other group by inhuman names is what is used for dehumanization. The most famous cases, of course, were the way the Nazis called the Jews vermin, rats, and in Rwanda how the Hutus called the Tutsis cockroaches. This sort of dehumanization can then also lead to the next stage, which is organization, in which you have groups that are actually organized to commit acts of hatred, including violence. The RSS has been a hate group from the start. As you know, it was an RSS militant who assassinated Mohandas Gandhi. These organized groups, and the RSS is very strong, even now, including domination of a lot of the BJP party. I don't know if it will reach the level of actual mass killing, but this kind of really systematic crimes against humanity is already underway. And in fact, this idea of blaming the victim, by the way, is part of the 10th stage of genocide. Denial is the 10th stage of every genocide, and it starts actually at the beginning and goes all the way through to the end and afterwards. That's what's going on when they're charging Muslims with, would you believe it, killing themselves? I don't believe it, and I don't think anybody should believe it. It is a very common tactic of denial. There will also be lots of other tactics, like saying these statistics are exaggerated, or that, after all, they attacked us first. In other words, using kind of a self-defense kind of a argument. After a genocide, those people should be put on trial who committed a genocide. In many cases, however, the best place to put them on trial is within their own country, after they have been deposed from power, because trials within their own country are close to the people who saw the crimes, who have the evidence. They are part of the cultural tradition of that country. They will be supported by the people. And so that, I think, has a much deeper effect on a country. We don't know what will happen in India because Modi's evidently still quite popular. I know his party has just won an election in Bihar. So there you have a real problem. A majority Hindu population has supported and re-elected Modi and the BJP. So I don't know what will happen exactly, but I do know that it's time for India to wake up.